In today's session, I'm going to take you through your killer pre-call video that frames the call, a very important process and a simple process, okay? So what you're going to get, I'm going to take you through why have a pre-call video, what the pre-call script is specifically, how to talk about how much it will be without giving away the actual price. P.S. why this is so important, right? People always want to know the price. That is the number one thing. They like, if do not ever tell them, all right, on this video, do not tell them of the price. So I'm going to take you through how to talk about how much it is without giving away the actual price. And it's not sneaky, but it is the true price, but not the price that they think it will be the price. Okay, and so there's a specific way we're going to do that. All right, examples of talking through testimonials, talking about the cost without giving away the actual price of the program. Okay, so here's how we do it. Tasking in today's session, write out your pre-call video script, get it filmed, get it done, and get it up there. Okay, so why have a pre-call video? So why have a pre-call video? Get them prepared for your call. It frames your call. All right, so it gets them in the right mental state. You can pre-frame the objections that you can hear on the call, and you can start knocking them out ahead of schedule. Right, as you get better at handling your objections, you can put them back into the pre-call video to save yourself time actually on the phone. Okay, this is a big part of getting the right clients on the phone. Okay, and so therefore the pre-call script is very much a welcome. Hey, look, really excited that you booked in the call. Really excited. A reminder of date and time. Okay, a reminder of what they're going to get from the call. Talk about the price. And so here's a reminder. You're going to get a real clear strategy to get from A to B, right? Without, get desire without pain. And you're going to say, look, this is what you say in the first couple of seconds. Look, everyone always says, how much is it to work together? And I'm going to talk to you about the price, so don't worry. I'm going to tell you what the price is at the end of the call, right? And so therefore, quite simply, you're going to say at the end of the, and they're like literally hooked straight away. So it's like the welcome, remind them of the date and time. So make sure you check the date, make sure you're ready. All right, a reminder of what they're going to get from the call, talk about the price. Like, here's what you're going to get from the call, the A to B. Okay, and then, lots of people always say about the price. Look, I'm talking to you about the price at the end. Remind them why it's so valuable. Why is it so valuable? Justify the valuable. Look, the truth is, having someone to know how to desire without pain will literally set yourself free. So this is going to be the best call you've ever taken. If we're the right fit, what does that mean? That we're going to talk to you about maybe joining the program, but it really has to be a right fit for both you and for me. Okay, overview of the method. You can talk about the method and why it is faster to get them A to B. All right, but not too much detail. And then the cost of not taking action is when we start talking about the price. We talk to them through testimonials and we link this to the price. Okay, a reminder of how valuable the call is again. Tell them, remind them, make sure you turn up, make sure we, just to remind you, we do not, reschedule calls because, we're running, you don't say this, but the truth is you're running ads. All right, you can get as many calls as you want, and you will be able to get as many calls as you want. Okay, so how to talk about the price without mentioning the actual price. Okay, so talking about the price, you mention the price, but do not tell them the price. Why? Because everyone wants to know the price. The price is not important. Having an understanding to their actual problem is what is more important. It will hook their attention. They will always stay. If you say, look, I'm going to tell you about the price, and they will wait till right at the end of the video. Okay, it will drive them to turn up to the call as well. It conditions their thinking to what really is important. The price, as in the actual financial price, is not important. What's important is that they get rid of their problem. What's important is they actually get it at a higher level. So here's an example of talking through a testimonial, highlighting the cost without mentioning the actual price. So here's how we do it. Here's a picture of a client, either post or a screenshot. Okay, and here is the example on the left. Okay, so you're going to have the picture on the right and the picture on the left. And so here is Jan. Where they were before your service and where they are now. What was the objection that Jan had? The objection is that Jan wasn't sure that she was able to do the technology, but she didn't realize that in order to grow her business, she would actually have to run Facebook ads on a weekly basis. However, after joining the investment of the program, she learned how to do that, so she didn't need to pay an advertising agency $10K a month. Right, so the truth is the real cost of Jan's joining is not $10K a month. It's a lot more than that. All right, because she's not only saved 10K a month, but the reality is if she hadn't have joined, she would never have figured out how to do Facebook ads, which means that she would have never had an online training program, which means that she would have never had an online client. She'd never actually got anywhere close on her own. All right, so where she is now is you now talk about end result because of that. Okay, so what was the cost if they hadn't gone through the program? The truth is she'd never have had an online training before because she would have never got round to actually doing it. And people think that they can learn it all themselves, but they can't. They need to be shown how to do it. So notice I've talked about the cost, but without the cost. The real cost is a lot more than 10,000 a month. Now that person listening is thinking, well, maybe the investment is like 7, 8, 9, 10, who knows a month, but it's not. It's going to be a lot less than that. That's the purpose of it. Okay, so for example, here is Sarah. Where were they before your service? Sarah was so overwhelmed. She was on the edge of a divorce. All right, she actually came to a live event and said, look, I don't have the money to get started. And I just talked to her and I said, look, how long have you been wanting to do this for? How bad is it right now? And she was so overwhelmed, so lost. I was like, look, you're never going to be able to get this sorted unless you just jump in. I can show you and guide you. And so the real cost of her not joining would have definitely been a divorce. The real cost of her not joining would have been beyond a divorce. It would have been the actual damage to her son. All right, forget the financials. That was the God's honest truth. She was on the edge of a critical dilemma with her husband. All right, so what objection did they have? Money, and we're talking it out. Where are they now? Someone that has a super successful business, their relationship is, at a completely different level because they've sorted their business out. Without your business sorted out, your relationship will always have ups and downs. All right, what was the cost if they hadn't gone through? Divorce. All right, losing, connection with their son. That's the real cost. All right, does that make sense? So you're going to send it to them in the pre-call email sequence, and it's going to be super powerful. You're going to send them a pre-call video, send them a journey through your service video, and then send them your method-based video. All right, now sometimes people won't watch them all. That's okay, doesn't matter. As long as they, watched a little bit, and you can, if you're starting doing high ticket, calls, if you can manually, check up on them to begin with, and then there'll just be an automated sequence within a short period of time. Okay, so the summary of what we got in today's session, I went through why have a pre-call video. So it justifies and frames your offer. All right, what the pre-call script is. Again, it's just like, welcome, a reminder of the date. We don't do any rescheduling. We're really excited to have you here. We're going to talk to you about the cost of it and then go through justifying the value, justifying the method, justifying and knocking out through people's testimonials of what the actual real cost of. Okay, how to talk about, we went through without giving away the actual price. PS, why this is so important. We did. Okay, and examples of talking through testimonials, talking about the cost without giving away the actual price of the program. Okay, tasking to complete now. Write out your pre-call video script. Let's get that sorted and let's get it going and up. As always, complete your tasking now. We're here for you every step of the way. We got your back. That's how we roll. As always, my work is done. Yours is about to begin. As always, no matter what happens, never give up on your dreams. And I cannot wait to see you on the next session.